The Arab-Israeli War, a major sign of Christ's second return and the end of the world as seen through the eyes of Bible prophecy. The present is a time of overwhelming interest to all living. Rulers and statesmen, men who occupy positions of trust and authority, thinking men and women of all classes, have their attention fixed upon the events taking place about us. They are watching the strained, restless relations that exist among the nations. They observe the intensity that is taking possession of every earthly element, and they recognize that something great and decisive is about to take place, that the world is on the verge of a stupendous crisis. Ellen G. White, Education 179.5. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars. And upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Luke 21, verse 24, 27. Firstly, we will give a short summary of what this video is all about. It is a message of warning to the Church of God and the belligerents of the warring nations of today who are contending for the control of Palestine. Also, a message of hope and comfort for their God-fearing citizen. In this video, we will endeavor to show from the sure word of prophecy God's agenda for the Holy Land, past, present, and future. From the scripture above, we see where Jesus himself predicted the destruction of Jerusalem and the dispersal of the Jews in AD 70. We see also that Jerusalem would then be occupied by Gentiles, but there is a limitation to this occupation, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. That time has now expired, and herein lies problem. Produce your cause, saith the Lord. Bring forth your strong reasons, saith the King of Jacob. Let them bring them forth, and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things, what they be, that we may consider them and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come. Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. Yea, do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed, and behold it together. Isaiah 41, verse 21, 22. The prevailing expectation among churches today is that the next great prophetic event will be the institution of the Mark of the Beast system, with little attention being placed on the ongoing Arab-Israeli conflict. We show that this conflict will eventually one day evolve into World War III, in which the Arabs and their allies will rise against Israel, Zionist Jews, and their allies. The result of this war will have much to do with the U.S. economy and will influence its political system as the world phase into a one-world religion political commercial system. In this war, according to Zechariah 14, Israel and her allies, though seemingly much stronger, will be defeated. Israel will suffer what they are now inflicting on Gaza. God will then lay siege against the apparent victorious Arabs with a plague to eradicate them out of the land. None of the factions that are now aspiring to control Palestine will be able to do so because prophecy says God will miraculously intervene as in ancient time and take possession of the Holy Land. Unexpectedly, the God of Abraham will then fulfill his long-anticipated promise to restore the Holy Land to an Edenic state that will marvel the world like the dividing of the Red Sea. To this restored promised land, God will gather his Christian remnant of the scattered 12 tribes, not just Jews, from the four corners of the earth. Because of that manifestation, many heathen nations will turn to the true God of Abraham, and peace will reign in the Holy Land for a period of time just prior to Christ's second coming. Just as how pagan Rome was defeated militarily by barbarians and came back to power by resorting to a church and state system, papal, so America, the two-horned beast, after her military humiliation in the Middle East, will endeavor to recuperate by resorting to a church and state form of government, the mark of the beast system. Babylon the Great of Revelation 17. Never did the clouds of war, so strange and so dark, hang in an angry thunderhead over the world, and never did the world see itself as it does today. Everywhere, in government, in industry, in halls of learning, in churches, in homes, on the streets, in every walk of life, the question uppermost is, whither bound mankind? This generation is at the 0 hour of civilization. Whether we realize it or not, the day of doom is shortening its shadow, and we are face to face with the most momentous issues ever to confront a generation of men. Nuclear weapon, lethal rockets, poison gas bacterial bombs, super submarines boring through the mighty deeps, and supersonic aircraft stabbing through space above. What mean these and other dread devices of destruction? What do these signs of the times portend for the church and for all the world? Had the question flung itself at any generation in the days of God's ancient prophets, then beyond doubt they would have answered, as the church lives, and as it is certain that God lives, it would be impossible that he leave his people in darkness concerning the signs of their times. And their answer must certainly be our answer too. Moreover, it is a self-evident fact that if we want to know, God will enable us to know the true meaning of these unprecedentedly destructive things. This video is not intended to analyze from a human perspective the conflict between Israel and Hamas or the other Arab nations. Neither is it trying to take side with any of the parties involved. We just want to hear what God has to say about the present gloomy crisis. The Bible has accurately so far predicted the rise and fall of nations from the rise of Babylon up to the fall of Rome. No doubt the Bible has charted out the rest of the journey to the present time. The path of the Jews from the time they left Egypt to the possession of the Promised Land is highly documented in the Bible, so let us hear the rest of the story. The Bible predicts that there would be 3 destructions of Jerusalem. The first by King Nebuchadnezzar in 587 BC, the second by Titus of Rome in 70 AD, and the third one of Zechariah chapter 14, which is yet to come, and it seems like it is right upon us at this time. As you will eventually see, our great God of Abraham has great and marvelous plans for the Holy Land in the latter days just prior to his second appearing in the clouds of heaven. Unfortunately, these plans that will never fail cannot materialize while Jews and Arabs and other nations are battling over the sacred grounds. They must vacate. Please stay with us as we go through this prophecy step by step. Intensely, the world has been observing the path that current events have been pursuing for the past 2 years. Leading the way have been the catastrophic natural disasters like fires, floods, earthquakes, and famine, etc. Then comes the COVID-19 virus, then the devastating Russian-Ukraine war, and if that was not enough, here comes the Hamas-Israeli war. Never in the history of modern times have all signs that Christ foretold of come tumbling down on humanity all at once. Why? Despite the many wars and rumors of wars that are on foot today, a war that involves Israel and the Arabs cannot be taken lightly because it will be highly prophetic, and our very soul salvation may depend on a proper understanding of this issue. As we proceed, please bear in mind that this piece of land that the Jews and Arabs are fighting over for the past 2,400 years, the great God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who controls the affairs of mankind, has a magnificent plan for it in the last days, and soon he will make it known to all nations. Jesus predicted the signs of his second coming. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Matthew 24, verse 1-8. The curse of God rests upon the Jews for crucifying the Messiah. And Pilate answered and said again unto them, What will ye then that I shall do unto him whom ye call the King of the Jews? And they cried out again, Crucify him. Then Pilate said unto them, Why, what evil hath he done? And they cried out the more exceedingly, Crucify him. Mark 15:12-14. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it. Matthew 27:2. Then answered all the people and said, His blood be on us and on our children. Matthew 27:26. The times of the Gentiles has expired. For these are the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woes unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck, in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. See Romans 11:21-26. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Luke 21:22-27. Sad to say, the scriptures paint a very grim future for these non-Christian Zionist Jews now living in Palestine. Despite their claim of the Holy Land, their forefathers have charted out their unfortunate destiny. As far as God is concerned, according to Luke 21, Palestine, Jerusalem has been trodden down, occupied by Gentiles, non-Christian Jews, and Arabs for the past 2,000 years. The scripture is saying that there are limitations of this occupancy. The signs of the times have now declared that the time has finally arrived for both Jews and Arabs to vacate the land because God has marvelous plans for the Holy Land, as we will see later. Seeing that they will not voluntarily cease their relentless fight for control of the Holy Land, God will permit the world war of Zechariah 14 to erupt in that region to destabilize them so he can proceed with his plan to restore the Holy Land.